Hello YouTube, it's Bella here. This video is about what Amazon fees really look like. I just wanted to walk you guys through this because sometimes I hear people saying that there's no money to be made on Amazon because the fees are too high. The same thing has been said about eBay and numerous other e-commerce platforms. And the fact of the matter is that fees exist for a reason. That's how Amazon makes money. That's how they fulfill your orders. That's how they have a multi-million-dollar system in place in order to fulfill the orders efficiently as possible and get them to the customer in 2 days. So that's besides the point. But what I have here is a couple of things that I've sold in the last few days, and I just wanted to give you a realistic look at what fees look like and how much I actually make on certain items. So as I've said in previous videos, I have shifted my book price to around, I still have some things selling at around $9.99 and even some that I've sold at $7.99 that I probably wind up losing money on. But from now on, I'm trying to source minimum $10 books, and really I would love for them to be closer to around $15, but sometimes I go to a fill-a-bag sale and I just get kind of greedy and send stuff in. So, for example, this little book, Miracle on Lucky Street here, sold for $9.95, and then after fees, I got $2.48 for it. So, I mean, you got to think, I probably paid 50 cents for the book, but was that really worth my time? I mean, it just depends on how much you think your time is worth. And, in addition to that, I also had to ship it to Amazon, which is, probably not very much, but it's still something that you want to consider. You have to consider how much time did it take me to go and find this, how big of a hassle was it in general. And here is moving on to another one, this Dark Cloud book. This is a game strategy book. So that sold for $21.50, and you can see where I got to keep $12.29 out of that. And I specifically remember paying $1 for that book. So to me, that's a clear example of a good profit margin and a good book to look for. Selling at $21.50, getting to keep around 12 bucks. So you can see that Amazon does take a pretty huge chunk out of the sale. But, I mean, you have to consider the fact that they did ship that item to the customer and that shipping is not free. So, in terms of like shipping the whole entire box, this is some transportation charges that I've had recently. That was $8.93. That was probably about I believe it was a 45-pound box that I shipped in. And here is an example of a more expensive item, this World Religions books that sold for $65. So you can see that out of $65, I got to keep $48.88. And to me, that's not terrible. Let's see what that was, 65. 65 minus 48.88. So Amazon pulled out $16.12 for themselves. So that's not terrible at all, I don't think, because they also shipped the book to the customer, and they got the customer to pay $65 for a book, which is an accomplishment in itself. And you can see the trends that follow. If you will look at this Practical Paleo book that I sold for $35, you can see where I got to keep almost $25. So, I mean, these are just the kind of books that you need to be looking for if you are selling books. I'm starting to branch out into other items now, but that's been slow for me because I'm sort of learning what works and what doesn't work. And also, I'm trying to navigate through the waters of all the gated categories and trying to find products that I'm allowed to sell. So with that being said, this is just a quick little breakdown video of what Amazon fees really look like when you are selling books via FBA. Thanks for watching, guys.